Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. We're playing Exactville. Okay, so firstly, I would just like to apologize for being a little bit quiet over the last week or so. I actually went on a bit of a holiday to Ireland, and I really enjoyed that. That was great. And before that, work was just absolutely hectic, and I didn't actually get around to recording in advance so that I could actually release videos while I was on holiday. But now I am back, and I will get straight back into things. Okay, so where were we? We developed this area. I believe we made our way across to this side, and we started to see a fairly big or fairly significant traffic problem occurring over here. Nothing too major. We just need to release this this right turn tension over here. We also this monorail system has ended here for a bit of a while now, and I am wondering we probably need to extend that into this area a little bit more too. So let's speed it up a little bit and we'll keep going. What I also would like to do is, we don't have a lot of weekly income. I would also still like to do a bit of a big stadium complex over here, and I also want to do a bit of suburbs. Driving through the countryside of Ireland was quite an inspiration to me. This is obviously a very high density kind of city that we've got going over here, but some of the more rural areas are quite interesting too. Not quite like this though, but it is similar in fashion to what you see over here. Okay, so now let's see what's the first thing that we're going to get going with today. I would like to increase our density even some more on this side. We do have a fair bit of demand for industrial, which is also offices, so I would like to do that. Wow, this side is getting a bit of a problem too. I'm liking it, so we probably need to extend over here and get another bridge connection to work together to be able to alleviate some of that. And also maybe we should fill out this section over here. Okay, let's expand this area a little bit, and I'm wondering whether we don't start going into a bit of lower density in this area. I'm thinking a bit of suburbs as we get outside of the main areas. Okay, let's do that. Let's do a bit of suburbs. Okay, so that's fairly low. Let me just have a look here. So that's some offices over there. Let's buffer that with a bit of a commercial area, and yeah, we can start doing pretty standard straight run-throughs if we're going into a suburban environment, because the density is not that bad. So we'll do a bit of commercial to finish that off with, and then we'll run into some residential suburbs. And for the residential suburbs, I'm going to do a bit of something that's a little bit more interesting than just the straight line pattern. And maybe we'll start off by running one block like this, and then we'll see how we extend that one. But then, of course, we need to turn it or bridge it as we get close to here, or tie it in. But I'd rather turn it and have a bit of a cluster area, or a bit of a apologies, a bit of a secluded area, especially if you're doing a bit of a residential. Yeah, something like that. And then, can we run it straight? Yeah, we'll run it straight a little bit. Okay, so that's the makings of our residential outline. Now let's see, how are we gonna do this a little bit more interesting. Okay, so let's do something like that, and something like that right over there, and probably need a little bit something like this over here. I'm not liking that too much, and I'll also do something like that over there. Now, how are we gonna tie them? No, we probably shouldn't tie them in the middle. What we should do is see about running a section like that, a section like that. Ooh, that almost looks like a bridge. Okay, well, no, I definitely don't want a bridge, guys. Definitely don't want a bridge through this residential area. You know what we should be doing? Let's switch on the topo, and we're actually running quite nicely in the contour over there, so that should work quite well. Let's quickly sort out these guys. Run it through there. That should be fine. Sort out those guys. So what I'll do is let me see about something like that, and I drop that too steep. Okay, well that's gonna keep things interesting for us. So let's see about doing that and then tweaking that in there. Is that really that bad? Come on, guys, that's a bit too much. Shall we level this off a little bit? Like that over there. Something like that. Well, let's see. We've kind of done that a little bit, so let's see if we can. That'll actually work. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this and that to get a little bit of an interesting shape going over there. And then what we might do is we might actually run this one straight like this, and I'll see about tying that one in over there. Let's go all the way there and there. There we go. I'm liking that. Let's just quickly see how our zoning is looking at the moment. So it's not great. So what I might do is I might do little dead ends. Really? Okay, well, if that's not going to work, what we could do is we could run another road somewhere like that. Wow, that's that's quite quite bizarre looking. Okay, so let's see if we do that. How does that look? It looks interesting. This is now looking a little bit funny. So what I might do is I might actually pull this back a tad and just do something like that, and then wrap it around. Not quite what I had in mind over there, so let's try that again. And like so. Ooh. That's it. So that's giving us a interesting little suburban area over here, potential suburban area. As a straight line, I probably need to tie that one straight down there, like that. We'll keep that going. And what I could do is I could tie something on this side and bring that one back down that way. Okay, let's wrap that around. Maybe let's run that one, yeah, and then we'll tie it in like so, and we could also even tie it in that way. It would even work and be an interesting little way of tying it all together and have something like that. That might even be a little bit close. Might even get rid of that and bring this one through here. Well, I think that might be better. Yeah, so let's get rid of this one, and what I'll do is we will run this one. Wow, it's very okay. Forget about kinking it. Just we'll just kind of run it straight through there. That's fine. There you go. So that one runs straight through there, gives a nice buffer zone over there. So that's lower. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's get the utilities in here. We'll extend the piping all the way along here. And back like that, and along this one over here. And someone noted to me that there is a mod to actually do the piping along the side of the road or within the road, which is great. It doesn't surprise me at all. This game is great for having mods to make life easier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just rip out that a little bit and just we're running anyway. We'll see about running. We'll see about getting that sorted out. Perfect. That looks good. I'm liking that as an arrangement. Okay, now what I need to do is quickly just fill in some of these areas. Just like this. And like that. Okay, and wow, it's going to work quite well. Give me a straight line through here. There we go, and then we'll tie these ones together. That looks a little bit weird, but that's okay. We'll tie that one in there and that one in there. There we go. So now a residential neighborhood is fairly well sorted out. This could become a park arrangement. I think we're dealing with the contours fairly well. Okay, let's start getting our residential areas in here. So this will be just low density residential. This is the suburbs. Okay, so that's exactly what this is going to be. And what I might do is I might actually step it down a little bit. I think I've already started stepping it down. So what I might do is on this section over here, I'll do a last stretch of higher density. And then we'll probably do a bit more commercial in this kind of buffer zone area over here. Yeah, that's fine. All of this is some commercial, and then we're moving straight into residential. Lots and lots of residential. All of this will be filled up with residential. This will be a nice area to live. No power. Ooh, and what I want to do is pop that out. So there's some walking areas available. We want to run walking through here and through there. Power should be joining fairly soon. Let's get a few of these little walkways in here. And it's not quite connecting, so I need to switch off the snapping. But yeah, let's take off the snapping and let's see about running that through there. Yeah, that's pretty good, decent. What I'm going to do also is going to run it through there as a bit of a connection. Probably need to run something through this side too. Okay, I'm going to run it through there. Yes, I know, I said I'm not going to do that, but I'm playing a little bit quicker than what I probably should. Planning is dealt with a little bit slower than that. Okay, so let's do a straight through like so. Yeah, and that should give me a fair bit of connectivity through here. What I'll also do is I will also do a bit of a connection through there. And I do like doing the connections to the main intersections on the outside, like so as well. So I will be doing that. Let's add it in there. Try not to destroy too much of that. I also want to do this on this side. At the moment they're not serving much purpose quite yet to do that, but I'd rather have them than not, you know. And we'll run that one like so. There we go. Okay, now I feel pretty comfortable. Maybe one more connection through here. Everything else is kind of sorted out. Yeah, so let me do one more straight connection right through the middle here before everything gets filled in. There you go. So now the area is pretty well connected for walking and driving. These guys need some workers, so that's what we've got going on over here. We do need some amenities, so let me get some education up and running. A good spot for that would be right over here. Yeah, I think that's a decent spot right there. That's a high school, or no, that's a primary school. Where is our nearest high school? All the way on that side over there, so maybe a good spot for a high school will be somewhere over here. And before we place that, this area is in serious need of some more connectivity to this road over here. So what I will do is I will actually do the connection trying not to get it too close together. Something like, but that's also not going to work well. Maybe something over here. Yeah, I think that'll work. It gives us enough room. And maybe something, let's try and connect this one over here. I don't want the bridge, so maybe let's try something a little bit quirky like that. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, perfect. So that gives us a bit of a connection through there. So now this area over here lends itself to a nice spot for a high school, and I will do that. I will build a new high school right here. So that's the new high school over there. Let's see, how are we doing for police coverage? Pretty good police coverage over here. Maybe something small over here. Won't be too bad. Let's get a bit of a medical facility. Got a pretty big hospital over there, and I think that is sufficient for coverage. How's this doing? Maybe what we will need to do is pop in a bit of a pop in this one over here. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, now how are we doing on our zoning? Or have we zoned everything we need to? Yeah, let's fill up the zoning over here. Let's get this area nice and filled in. Yeah, that should do us well. Should do well. This should be should be zoned fairly quickly. Is there anything else we need? How is our fire coverage? Where is our nearest? We've got a Is that a big one or a small one? That is a bigger one. Maybe not the biggest, but it's a bigger one. So we'll pop that one in there, and then what I'll do is I will pop something on here to give us quick access. Yeah, I think this is a decent road for that. So we get some fire access over here too. Nice, nice. So that's filling in nicely. That is a bit of a suburban area with very limited through traffic that'll be plaguing this area, I'm sure. But it does have connectivity to the big main streets on the outside, where we can run some big public transport routes. This road is also getting fairly busy, linking all of this together and feeding straight in here. We should also be filling in this area. Some nice parks in this region would also do well and certainly look nice in a suburban environment. Okay, so what do we still need? So we've got a fair bit of commercial over here, and we've done a bit of high density right over there. So this is kind of stepping down slowly as it gets to a low density suburb. Okay, good. We can run this over here. This can be a bit of a, I think this was a lot of residential too. Okay. What I'm thinking is we can probably pop in another section of road over here and fill in some more. Oh, and we're not snapping, so let's switch on snapping once more. Yeah, that's not really working out too well though. So if we do that and do just a bit of a dead end, I think this is better. So let's do this. Let's do 2 little sections of dead end, just like so. And what we also would need to do is just kind of turn off snapping again, and then we'll just kind of link these. Turn them off, man. Turn them off. And then what we'll do is we'll just kind of link them like this. It looks horrendous. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll fill in some more office in this area. Yeah, that should be good. Just so there's a little bit more, and we are starting to see a fair bit of traffic happening. This junction is still working well, still very proud of that. This is becoming an absolute nightmare. Look at this, look at that. So there's already a few things we can do over here, and I'm quite keen on doing that. I am quite keen on doing that and sorting that out. But we will get to that in the next episode. Yeah. Oh, look at this. It's really looking like a nice suburb, nicely going up the hillside over there, working with the contours, getting up there. Nice. It looks quite natural. It really does look quite natural. Even the stuff that is on a bit of an embankment also looks decent. And as it'll fill out some more. Good. How's everything else doing? This bridge, wondering if we can do something over there, sort that out a little bit more. This is all still working. We can extend over here, do some more stuff here on this side. This is a bit of a suburb over here, not quite filled in as nicely as the other one, so we might put some trees in there to help that along. Not sure, do we do a bit of a wrap around here and see about doing some more stuff over there? That's quite cool, all of that. And then this is very high density, so this is basically the step down from density over there. So the one thing that is quite interesting is that we've got all of this, and it doesn't look the part in terms of density because it's open. But this is what we'll need as we upgrade these into bigger roads. So I'm not going to fill that in just yet. But we can probably start filling in the bigger roads as we go. That area works well. This is quite busy. This is working well, but is busy too. Yeah, all in all, this road is reaching its potential. We are seeing a lot of traffic using this road to get to the industrial areas, but this area over here is a little bit not quite working that well. We also need to extend our public transport lines. There's so much to do when building a city or planning a city out. We also need these neighborhoods and get some policies in here. See about continuing that. And I think, if I recall, we did build a university over here, and it is about halfway full. Good stuff, good stuff. All of that pretty good. Okay, we'll continue this in the next episode. Okay, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.